Hey, it's Rick Quattro here. Yeah, we had some discussion on one of the online forums about text and text locations, text ranges, so I thought I would just explore this in a couple of videos. So we've got a FrameMaker document here, and we've got some text selected, and we're going to go over to our script. And our script just has a main function where we're testing for an active document, and then on line 11, if there's an active document, we're going to process it. And we just want to play around here and show some data. So first thing we want to look at is there's a property of a document called a text selection, and that's really where your cursor is, or if you have a certain amount of text selected or objects in the text paragraph, text flow selected, like for example markers and anchored frames, table anchors, and all that. So let's just start with this. So we've got some text selected in that document, and let's just see what we get here. What is this thing that we're going to display? Well, it's a text range, so that means we've got a range of text. And actually, we didn't have anything selected, but our cursor was in there. So let's actually select something. And we're going to see a text range. Now, a text range consists of two text location or TextLoc properties. And so you have one at the beginning and one at the end. So let's just look at that. And let's say TextLoc or text range begin, BEG, is the beginning of the text location, or the text range rather, the beginning TextLoc of the text range. So let's just show you the end, and you'll see. And right now it's just going to show you generically what this is. So let's select this again. Let's run this. So you have a text range, and then you have the text location at the beginning of the range and the text location at the end of the range. Now you really can't see what's going on here, so let's go back to the script. And first of all, let's put this on separate lines. So I think what we can do is we can do a join on this array, and we can say join it, join the members of the array in a single string, but separate it by a return character. So let's just see what that does. Okay, so let's select that again. And yeah, that'll put them on separate lines, so it'll be a little bit easier to see. So let's go back here. And so what we can do here is with these text ranges and text locations, we can display their properties. And ExtendScript has what's called this reflection interface. So you can just type in reflect and then properties. And this will show you what's actually available in each one of these objects. So we're going to see what's available, what kind of properties each one of these has. So let's save it, and let's go back here, and let's run it. So a text range has a begin, a BEG, which is the beginning, and it has an end. And then, of course, we know that each one of those is the text location, and so we have two text locations displayed. One has the object, which is the paragraph or whatever we're querying, its object, and it also has its offset. So let's see how we can make that useful to us. So let's go here, and we don't really care too much about the text range at this point, because we know a text range is made of two text locs. So let's first of all look at the object and see what we get. And on the end, we'll look at the offset, because those were the two properties that we saw. So let's do that. Let's save the changes, and let's go back to FrameMaker. And let's run this. Okay, so our object is a paragraph object, which makes sense because our cursor's in a paragraph, our selection is in a paragraph, and the offset is 10. Now we queried the end offset, so the end offset is 10 characters into this selection. So let's do this, and let's just actually put our cursor somewhere. Let's not select anything, but let's put our cursor in front of that word data, and let's see what we get. So we still have a paragraph object, which we would expect, and now our offset is 6. Now let's go back here, and let's make a quick change. Let's show the beginning and the end offset. We already know that our object is a paragraph, but let's see what we get here. So we go back here, and again, we have our cursor in this paragraph. Let's select the word data, and let's run this. So the beginning of that word dita is 6 characters in, and the end of it is at the 10 character offset. And that makes sense because that's a 4 character word. Now, one thing that you might not expect here is let's put something in between here. Let's click in here and let's put an anchored frame. So we're going to insert an anchored frame, and we'll just have it like that. Now, if we view our text symbols, you'll see the anchored frame symbol. And let's select that now, and then let's rerun our script. And what you're going to see is the beginning is still at character 6, but the end now is at character 11 because that anchor gets counted as a character. Now, character might be the wrong way to word that because it's not technically a printable character. In FrameMaker / ExtendScript parlance, that would be a text item. So that anchor is a text item, so that gets counted along with those 4 letters in the word dita. So that's something that we need to keep in mind in our scripts.